Good morning to all of our viewers. It is the Going On Daily Live Morning Show, Saturday edition. You have the Dream Team, you have Lena Williams, you have myself, Ira. We are here at the end of TV week for the Rhode Island Broadcasting Network. So, Lena, now last week it was the end of military week, and
Yes.
it was yourself, it was myself, and it was JP Marsh.
hmm
And we I think did the shortest show
I
in the
know.
history of Rhode Island broadcasting.
Let's see what happens this week.
Well, now it's TV, and even though it's just the two of us, or is it?
I don't know. That's to be.
You do know.
Stay
You've seen the
tuned.
rundown. We're getting a special Saturday
Oh,
edition
it's not a
of
mystery.
a Ron's Top Five.
Oh, okay. I don't know if I was supposed to let the secret out or not.
No, no, I love to hate a Ron's Top Five. He knows that too,
I
because the whole
mean,
point of it
yeah,
is to
exactly,
criticize.
exactly. And I didn't know if we were because of TV week we were being suspenseful. So I was like, oh, maybe
Oh,
we should be suspenseful and not let anybody know just who our
um,
special guest is. So
well,
no
there
one,
are
they
there
didn't
are
hear.
spoilers.
That's true. That's true.
It looks like. Oh, I'm sorry. We have a third co-host with us. Who's that behind you?
Oh, this is my dog.
Hi,
That is my
Tuka.
dog.
Hi, puppy. Oh, I love a big dog. I do.
So yeah,
And we were.
I was saying earlier I moved my chair. I moved down to my living room next to my wood stove just because it's a little warmer. And I'm in his chair. This is his chair, and
Hmm.
I've infiltrated his chair, so he's not happy. So he's come up and he sits on me. And then he doesn't like. He's like, "This is annoying." He wants me to leave, and if I don't
Mommy, when are
leave,
you
then
gonna
he
leave?
gets down. So and I said to him, "Well, that's too bad. That's the way it is today." So
But he wants to be warm. He wants to be by his mommy, and he wants to be
he
warm.
doesn't actually. He likes to be in the same room with me, but he's really not a hangy dog. He doesn't want to be like on top of me, like or too close. He wants to be proximity. He's
Yeah.
good if he sees me and he can kind of come and go as he pleases, but he's not really interested. Like he's not a cuddly dog unless you're a friend of mine, in which
Yeah.
case you can't get away from him. He's always laying on top of all my friends and trying to kiss and hug all my friends. With me, he's like,
Aw.
yeah, he's used to
You're
it.
here all the time.
I'm old news. So I am
And
old news.
does he have his own Instagram?
He has his own Instagram and he has his own Facebook.
Of course he does. You want to give it out right now?
I don't. It's Tuka the Roddy on Instagram. It's like TUKKA, and then there's underscore, so it's Tuka underscore the underscore Roddy. That's Instagram, and then it's Tuka. It's Tucson Tuka B Williams or something like that on Facebook. But
Really?
if you type in Tuka, because yeah, it's a long story. But if you type in Tucson and then Tuka back to back, you'll find him in his page.
There you go. And
Yes,
if you
I'll throw
want,
it up on my because I'm online. I'm on live on my Facebook, so I'll just throw it
there
underneath
you
there
go.
if anybody really cares. I'm not sure, but
Tuca needs followers. So,
he does. He needs some doggy friends. He always will. He'll take all the doggy friends he
oh,
can get. So
Tennessee, you want a? No, he just said I don't care about social
no, he
media,
doesn't.
but
Okay.
we do, and we want you to check out our socials. And here's how you can watch us live. I mean, if you're watching us now, you know how you're watching us, but you can watch us on YouTube, Rumble, or Kick, and that is at Rhode Island Broadcasting. If you want to watch us live on Twitch, you're at RI underscore broadcasting. Now, if you just want the audio, take us with you. You're doing stuff, you don't have time to look at our pretty faces, that's fine. You go to Spotify, Red Circle, TuneIn, or iHeartRadio at RI Broadcasting, and Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, at Broadcasting RI.
hmm
Now, see, Tuca has social, but
He
we have
does.
socials as well. Please follow us on the following. We've got TikTok, we've got MeWe, we've got Blue Sky, we've got Parlor, we got LinkedIn. And if you want any of those, you go to at RI Broadcasting. This show, the Going On Daily live morning show, pardon me, has its own Facebook page. We want you to go to Facebook, and it's at Going On Daily Morning Show. We also have a Patreon, and you see that little logo in the middle. Now, Christmas is coming up. You go to Patreon. You can get that on a mug, on a pen, on a magnet. That's how we support the show. So you could do that. Get it for Christmas. Give it to somebody and tell them you have to check out this show and Tuca. So you got to do that as well.
Well, listen, we'll give you all the Tuca you want.
Yeah. He's going to be the new co-host.
He is.
The broadcasting network, Rhode-IslandBroadcasting.net, that's the website for this entire network. And on there, there's a Hall of Fame vote going on right now. What actor should be going into the Going On Daily Hall of Fame? Well, he's got it up there. You got Philip Seymour Hoffman, Sean Penn, Robin Williams, Gene Hackman, and Tom Hanks. Now we're coming up on Tom Hanks giving, so that would be my vote right now.
Yeah.
Check out all the shows on the Rhode Island Broadcasting Network because some of us have multiple shows. There are some great materials. Check it out. Oh, I love that. He's nuzzling the dog. Meanwhile, let's get to today's show. It is Saturday. It's November 22nd. TV week is coming to an end. Here's what we want you to know. Lena, lead off.
Okay. Well, I have a lot going on here today, but I said I wouldn't. We got all. Would still be a 3-hour show. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
It's TV.
And what I'm trying to do right now is look at the list because here we go. All right. So I want to make sure I have everything in order. So basically, I just wanted to talk about like theme shows for like sitcoms. Obviously, there are hour shows and drama shows too and stuff like that, and that's kind of like a whole nother thing. And maybe there's a few here mixed in here and there, but for the most part, we're going to do these half-hour sitcoms that we grew up with, like for Gen X, 70s and 80s. Those are the ones that we really, that's what we really grew up on, right? So, but what's the history of the actual reason for a theme show? Like, how did it come about, right? So, the beginning of theme shows, if you remember, and again, I'm not going to go too scientific into this, but it makes sense that these were all carried over from radio shows, right? Because when we first, of course, before all of us were born, right?
Back in the 50s. Yeah.
I think it all started with Davy Crockett. That was probably one of the first ones that came over from radio. But when you listen to a theme song, and this is for our silent generation parents and things like that, they would all kind of sit around the radio. And these radio stations, whether they be local or syndicated, would run a show every week, whatever it was. I forget if it was a half an hour or it was like a 20-minute show. But they had to sort of, because you couldn't see anything, they had to kind of give you a description of the history of the character in the story that you were following for that series, right? So that's why if you ever listen to the Davy Crockett song, it's, there's a whole storyline about who David Crockett is, because when you think about it, it's kind of we're used to hearing the theme song, but the cool thing about it is they're trying to give you a back history of like who Davy Crockett is so that you can then follow his adventure this week. And that's kind of how that's how they were saying the theme song really started. Not to mention there were so many advertisements back then that also had to be very descriptive as you were listening on the radio. And Davy Crockett in 1955 for 2 weeks hit the #1 chart in the radio.
Really?
And I think that's kind of when sitcoms started to go from there and decide, we could get a little bit more, we could market this a little bit better if we like threw a song into it. And so I think the first song that you can think of that would have happened like in the old 50s TV, of course, would have been like the Real McCoys, Leave It to Beaver, things like that, the Beverly Hillbillies. Those are shows that like kind of had like maybe a 20-second intro because they just kind of needed you to say, here we are, here's this character, here's this character, here's this character. Or here's with the Beverly Hillbillies, is kind of like the whole story of how did they end up where they were.
Oh, yeah.
And all that kind of stuff, right? And it's just kind of cool to know like what the point or why those were created, even though we know them all, by heart, a lot of them, just even from watching rerun television. We kind of don't really know why did they do this, right? So that was a cool, interesting subject for me. And then as time went on, the TV sitcom was born, and then we got into the Beverly Hillbillies, and then Gilligan's Island, and shows like that
Oh
where they
yeah.
extended the theme out, right, and made it more of a with Gilligan's Island. It's the same kind of thing where they have to sort of explain to you, like if you start watching Gilligan's Island without any backstory, you're going to be confused. So at the beginning of the show, they have to give you the story of Gilligan's Island. How are they on the island? Where, who are they? That kind of thing. Same thing with like the Jetsons
Oh God,
and the
yeah.
Flintstones, right? Where
Mm-hmm.
you're getting a character description. Here's Betty.
Yep.
Here's Wilma. Here, which is even for. I mean, we're the audience. I think we watched it as kids, but I don't honestly. A lot of these old shows, even Bugs Bunny and all those shows, to me had like an adult humor to them,
Oh, absolutely.
which I love. I mean, it's kind of cool when you grow up. When you're a kid, you're just like, oh, I'm watching pictures and things like that. But when you get older, there's like a lot of honeymooner like jokes in there and things like that. And I think it's probably because they were kind of trying to get to audiences to 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 sit there. But
Yep.
anyway, so I think like right around the once the 70s came along, I started to become like pretty sophisticated. So a lot of it started, I think Davy Crockett, like I said, was the first one to hit, and I think the Beverly Hillbillies as well, Secret Agent Man. Yeah, the Flintstones was the
It
animated version
was.
of Honeymooners, but I'm not sure that the Jetsons was very far off of that either. They may have been trying to set the theme differently, but it seemed like sometimes for George and Jane, it was some of the just same kind of jokes, the housewife husband jokes or whatever.
It's always,
Um,
yeah.
and obviously they were set in the 60s at least, for the kids, so that kind of stuff was, I don't know, it was just really, it was fun to watch as a kid. But anyway, they did make these theme songs like longer and more sophisticated, and at some point it started to be that like in the 70s a lot of them started charting, a lot more of them started charting.
Ooh.
But in the 70s, theme songs were over a minute, and they sort of waxed about like the main character. The time slot mattered. There was a point in time where every single night they would have a lineup. This started happening towards the mid, to late 70s, where there was a complete lineup of this is Thursday night, this is Wednesday night, this is Tuesday night, depending on what channel you were watching, because then the channel war started, the network war started. And
And there were only 3 networks.
there were only three networks, I think, until the 90s when Fox came along and they tried to compete.
Yep.
But at one point, if you were watching, let's say, I'm trying to remember how it was. I know it was like, at one point, it was like Archie, it was All in the Family, and then it was like the Jeffersons, and then it was like Sanford and Son, and then maybe Chico and the Man, or something like that. But there would be a
Oh, I
whole
love
lineup
Chico.
on like whatever night it was. And I Thursday
Yeah.
for some reason has always been a big night for network television for whatever reason. But anyway, if you were watching like All in the Family, and then you had like that 2 or 3 minute lead into the next show, they would make a theme song that would hook you so that you would stay and watch the next show.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's kind of what started to happen with these songs, is that they wanted to sort of market the show that was coming up next, especially when they were premiering shows and things like that. So like that kind of thing would happen if you were watching. There is a story about Cheers, in which Cheers was like not a very popular show, but they threw it in after the Cosbys,
Mm-hmm.
and because of that, they became a hit show because they were leading in, or leading off of the Cosbys, because they
Yes.
positioned it in the right place. But there was a point in time where Cheers wasn't going to make it, and they didn't move it. So that kind of stuff started happening, and Cheers was, a pretty catchy theme song when you think about it, in the sense that like if
Absolutely.
you were watching the Cosby Show and you were like, oh, let me get up and get something to drink, and you came back and sat down, it would probably pull you in enough to kind of be like, what's this about? I'm already sitting here, like that kind of thing. So they say that, basically, not only did they want to see if it charted, because of course if it charts and hits the radio, then it makes people more curious about the show, much like in a Stigwood way with the movies and things like that, where you
Right.
would have a hit song that would kind of go along with the movie, and if
Of
you
course.
put the song out first, the movie would make more money. But also, eventually, for whatever reason, I guess because like they started selling advertisement to shows, and shows, links started coming down. I think the first they said something like in the 70s shows were something like in 1985 shows were like a little under 25 minutes long.
Right.
But then by the 2000s the shows were like under 18 minutes long because they started selling advertisement so crazy to these
And now it's
sitcoms.
usually 22 minutes.
Right.
But
And if it's a network TV,
if it's
another
network, yeah.
right. I mean, we also have a difference in how we watch TV. I think even network TV,
Huge.
it's a little easier to watch it when you want to watch it, where you want to watch it, that kind of thing. Whereas before, we had to all watch it or we weren't going to see it. Like there was a point in time where we were a captive audience. But
that's how we bonded.
Yes, it is. It really like I think about it as cheesy as it is, especially for somebody like me. Sunday night television was a family thing for us, where we used to sit down and watch a Disney movie, or there was something going on Sunday night, 60 Minutes, and then we were so excited when 60 Minutes was over. It was so boring. We were young. But like, then we would sit down and there would be that opening for Disney with Tinkerbell and we'd be like, oh my God, get the popcorn, blah, blah, blah. And we would all sit in the living room and watch whatever it was, Space Mountain or whatever we were watching. But that was kind of a memory for me that it's kind of cool to think back on, right? Even though at the time we were just like, whatever. It was a time where we stopped what we were doing. You know what I mean? We had school tomorrow, things like that. 60 Minutes isn't on my list either. But I just
Sorry, Ron.
I just remember, like, for the parents after dinner on Sunday, 60 Minutes was the thing. And then we knew that once it was over, it was time for us. So it was kind of like something we had to suffer through for a little while. But yeah, it was just like that weird time where everybody had something to do tomorrow. The weekend was over and it was there was this little divot of time that was just really cool for the family. So anyway, it's now if you look at sitcoms now, and I was looking over some stuff, and if you look at Blossom back in the 80s with I think Dr. John who was singing that song, if you look at the reboot they did with Soleil Moon Frye, where she's a lot older, there's like this little teeny tiny like ridiculous.
It was a Punky Brewster reboot.
Yes.
Oh my God!
Not to mention the show 90s Kid. That's another story. There's a documentary about her, which is really cool. Anyway, when they came back and did that, I don't think there was 4 seconds to it. You know what I mean? There's just like, if you look at theme songs now, and it makes sense because one, they wanted to move some time frame for the advertising that they wanted to stuff in there because there wasn't enough time. So they took out of the theme song, and I think said by the 2000s it got to be like maybe a 10-minute theme or 10-second theme, I'm sorry, or maybe an 8-second theme. Like that's what was happening. So a lot of these guys that wrote jingles for a living decided they were just going to get out of the business because they were just like, what is this,
Yeah.
And then also, as somebody that like watches streaming television, it does make sense that you want to know where you're at, but you want to get past it quick. So you want to watch. I happen to watch the morning show on Apple TV right now, so I'll use that as an example. There is a theme song, but there's a skip to it, and nobody really, once they're into the show, nobody really wants to sit to the theme for every single one of the shows. They kind of know the deal, and you hit skip and you go past it, because you already know what it's going to be. So the theme songs,
they have the button skip intro. I mean,
right? They're not exciting.
People take advantage of it.
And they're also not long. There's really no lyrics to them. Like there's no fun to the themes anymore because of the streaming like situation and how shows are now, right? So it was just kind of cool to me to listen or to listen to the difference, you know what I mean, between what went on in the 50s and 60s and 70s and how the themes just became like complete songs at some point where they were catchy enough that, like, I know a lot of people that I grew up with. We still like go around singing some of that stuff that we watched. We were in the 80s and 90s. It's so hard to get that stuff out of your head, but that was the art form of it was cool for our generation. So anyway, that's just kind of a little bit of a history on what the theme song was all about, and then just a tiny little departure on that is that theme songs became like kind of the jumping off point for a lot of advertisements and their jingles back then, right? So I'm gonna run through some of these, Ira. I want to see if you
Ooh.
remember any of these.
Okay, let's go.
And these are probably some of the biggest ones from the 70s and 80s that I could think of.
Okay.
Do you remember Diet Coke?
Oh, God, yeah, but there were a bunch of them.
Do you remember the biggest jingle was for them was just for the taste of it?
Just
And I think
that
that
was
went
what
on
was
for
running
10
through my
years.
head. Yes, just for the
Right.
taste of
So
it.
and they
Diet
actually
Coke.
do you remember when they started with just like the regular theme song and then they started bringing in like Elton John and Whitney Houston and
Mhm.
all of these artists that would sing it for whatever amount of money they got for those things. And then do you remember the theme songs for Coke? Just regular Coke.
Oh God, just uh there's a song in my head. No, that's Dr. Pepper. No, I can remember Dr. Pepper. No, I can't remember the Coke
Do you
one.
remember I'd Like to Teach the World to Sing, which happened in the 70s?
That was it.
That was
Have a
one of
Coke and
them.
a smile. Yeah, that was the same.
Have a Coke and a Smile, and then Can't Beat
Have
the
a Coke and a
Feeling, which
smile.
was a big deal for a little while in the 80s. Can't beat the feeling. There was like a whole song around that.
Hmm.
You'll love this one. Sing the I Love New York theme for me. Do you remember that?
I love New York.
Yeah.
What
That
a
was
great
like
vacation. I
I
love
actually
New York.
feel like probably most people that saw that commercial didn't live in New York. They mostly were outside of the area because they were trying to get tourism in. But I didn't know if you had ever how much of it you saw,
Oh
or
no,
if you
I
would.
I remember that.
And then there were a couple of Budweiser commercials.
Just one every year.
Do you remember
Um,
the theme songs that went on for a little while for the Bud
oh God,
commercials?
the most famous one I remember was not a song. Those were the frogs.
Oh, really?
Budweiser.
Oh, yep, yep, yep.
Um,
I do remember that. Yep. Do you remember when
oh
you say
God.
Bud, you've said it all?
When see, that's the
When
thing.
you say
When you say
Bud,
it,
you
I
said it
can
all. Yeah.
sing it, but I don't remember it.
Is that
Yes,
funny? And there's another one called "This Bud's for All You Do." This Bud's for you,
for all
which
you
turned into
do.
like I think a lot of people used it as like a people would say it like as a saying after that.
Mhm.
There was a Big Red commercial.
What is it? Chew a little longer,
Yeah.
longer with Big Red.
Yep. It was the A
That
Little
Big
Longer
Red.
commercial.
See, here's the problem. It's
Yeah.
locked in here for a reason,
Yes.
and it doesn't get let out until somebody
It's so
turns the
weird,
key.
right? Isn't it crazy
Mhm.
to everybody who's watching this how much of this stuff is stuck in your head like that you
Yes,
forgot you know what I mean? Yes, Double Me
Doublemint
Gum would have
Gum,
been
the
my next
Doublemint
one.
twins.
The Doublemint Twins, Double Your
Yeah.
Pleasure, Double Your Fun.
Hmm.
Um, and do you remember the Juicy Fruit commercial?
Oh God. Like I
Because there was
said,
a
you're
lot of
gonna
gum stuff.
if you say, "Oh,
It's actually called The
juicy
Taste Is
fruit
Gonna
is
Move You.
gonna move ya.
Yeah, The
The
Taste
taste
Is
is
Gonna Move
gonna get
You.
right through ya."
Oh, so funny. Do you remember the Kool-Aid commercial? And it there's not much to it, but we all did it.
Oh, oh yeah.
That's it. Oh yeah. Do you remember the Rice-A-Roni commercial?
Ah, rice and roni. The San Francisco treat. Oh God.
Absolutely. See, is that
This is
crazy?
why I can't cure cancer because I have all this in my head. No new info can get
Oh
it.
my goodness. This one I know every time I listen to this artist. I can't like sometimes they'll take a song from an artist and they'll make a commercial out of it and then you can't listen to the song anymore ever
Oh what?
because it becomes the commercial.
Yeah.
Heinz ketchup.
Oh,
I cannot listen
anticipation.
to Carly
Carly
Simon
Simon. Yeah.
ever again without hearing. I can't. That song is a really nice song, but I can't. All I see is Heinz ketchup when I listen to it. And I think
Well,
Matt LeBlanc was one of the first people in that commercial, just so you know.
yes. Now, if
Um,
you can you
mhm,
listen to it if you're eating fries and you're pouring ketchup on?
of course.
Okay,
No,
well
it
then
all
you're fine.
makes sense. But I just, it's sometimes it's kind of like I'd like to listen to Carly Simon on like shuffle and just sort of enjoy Carly Simon, but I can't because of that commercial.
Ah,
At least that one song. Do you remember the Band Aid jingle?
uh, Band-Aid brand sticks where it's supposed to, but it doesn't stick where it's not supposed to. Am I
Okay,
right?
that one I don't remember, but I do remember I am stuck on Band-Aid brand because
I am
Band-Aid
stuck.
stuck
Oh
on me.
yes, yes.
Isn't that crazy? Then there's the Ace Hardware commercial.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware man.
Wow, you're doing these are good. I mean, isn't that funny? I'm gonna pull all these jingles out of your brain today. McDonald's. There's two of them I
Which
have here.
one?
There's two. There's two that I remember that were like huge. I mean, they
Okay,
of
well,
course changed their jingle a lot.
I'm
Yeah.
loving it.
So uh, those are the newer ones. But
Right?
these are like old 70s and 80s. The one of them is "You Deserve a Break Today,"
You deserve a
which
break
is kind
today.
of like the
So get up
70s,
and get
early
away
70s. They did that, right?
to
And then they came up
McDonald's.
with the sandwich song, which you've got to know.
Oh, Big Mac?
Yeah, do you remember
Just start me off.
that? Two all beef patties.
Two all beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun.
Yes.
And then you had to know it backwards. Bun, seed, sesame, on onion,
Oh,
pickles,
we
cheese.
didn't do that. I don't remember if we did that. I don't think so. But
Oh,
that sounds like fun. I'm bummed I missed out on that one. That must have been a
beef
New
ultimate.
York thing.
There we go.
Do you remember Dr. Pepper?
Oh yeah, I was doing that one earlier. So
Were
I'm
you?
a pepper, you're a pepper. With
Okay.
David
And
Naughton.
David Naughton. And do you know much about David Naughton?
He was, of course, the werewolf.
He was a werewolf in American Werewolf in London. He, of course, did
Mm-hmm.
the commercial for Dr. Pepper. And he also did a show called Making It, which is another theme that I have not brought up yet.
Making it, but that
For a
was based
very
on.
small amount of time, he tried to launch a sitcom.
Yeah, wasn't that off of a movie? Like a
It
bad movie?
was, but it was like I think it was the version of Saturday Night Fever for television that
Could have been.
came from the Odyssey and the New Yorker and all that other stuff. There's a whole story behind that. So I think he was like supposed to be John Travolta's character, but like for a TV show. And it didn't do very well. However, as a DJ that's been in clubs for 40 years, when I can tell you that there was a 12-inch version of Making It by David Naughton that actually was played in Studio 54 quite a bit at the time.
Oh God,
I mean, it was
can believe
probably
that.
towards the end of the disco era, because by the time Saturday Night Fever came out, really it was becoming so commercialized that it was. I think there was 3 years or 4 years until Steve Dahl got a hold of it, and then that was it. And Steve Dahl was the radio jock that did in the Chicago stadium that had everybody come in and steamroll all the disco records. That's Steve Dahl. Anyway,
We gotta wait for Ron's list.
Also, a little bit of trivia. David
Okay.
Naughton and Griffin Dunn were an American Werewolf in London.
Yes.
Griffin Dunn is the sister or the brother of Dominic Dunn.
Oh, didn't know
Dominic Dunn, yep, she had Dominic Dunn, and
Actress.
yeah, they're both kids of actors, right? But Dominique Dunn was in Poltergeist, and unfortunately, she did not. I don't think she lived to see the movie come out, which is a whole nother story. But anyway, that's that, right? So let me see what else we got. Sarah Lee.
Nobody doesn't like Sarah Lee.
That's right. Meow Mix.
Meow 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 meow.
That was one of those
Should I be embarrassed or impressed with myself?
The Meow Mix commercial, like whoever came up with that was a genius. It was so annoying, but you could not know it. You could not get it out of your head. It was so crazy at the time. How about Kellogg's?
Just Kellogg's itself? No, can't say I'm familiar with it.
At one time, Kellogg's cereal had a commercial called a song called "It's Gonna Be a Great Day." It's gonna be a great day.
Be a great day.
Yep. And it's just kind of like you're waking up and you're pouring your Kellogg's cereal. And I don't know that there was a specific brand. I think it was just sort of the label at that time.
Okay.
And that was in the 80s. You remember Toys R Us, of course.
I want to be a Toys R Us kid.
Yep. You remember the Kit Kat song?
Give me a break.
Yep.
Give me a break.
You remember the Empire Flooring commercial?
1-800-EMPIRE.
We had. I actually knew the entire song. It's called. It's 800-588-2300 Empire.
Oh, okay. Empire.
And it's so that's one of those very smart commercials because you can't get the damn phone number out of your head, which of course the
Oh, I
manager would
forgot
know.
it, so I'm good.
Yeah, most of us here, maybe they ran it like to death around here because like I could not know that number.
Well, that's where they've come up with the most annoying radio commercial of all time, Cars for Kids.
Now see, I don't remember that.
One eight
I don't
seven
listen.
seven Cars for Kids.
Oh, was that something? Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't remember that. Isn't that crazy?
They still run it. Oh my god.
I do remember. There was something else I remember with a phone number. Not. Oh, I can't remember. It was. Oh yeah, we had a we have a local. We have Gem Plumbing around here, and we're
Okay.
using 867-5309 around here. So for us, even though that it should be an old song from the 80s, these guys grabbed that actual number and are killing
Ugh.
everybody around here with it. There's a what's the song for Maybelline?
Maybe it's Maybelline.
That's it.
Wow, I've
do you
watched
remember?
way
Isn't that
too much
crazy?
television.
Do you
Way
remember
too
the
much television.
Do you remember the Nair commercial?
It was that short shorts.
That was short shorts.
If you dare wear short shorts, Nair for short shorts.
Yes. Do you remember the
See,
Clapper
we watched
commercial?
commercials growing up. We know.
I know. We did. I mean, we didn't. I mean, when you think about it, they really zapped us because we had no choice. Like,
Yep.
I mean, we could get up for the commercials and walk away, but even if you did that, we didn't live in a
You'd hear
time
it.
where the commercial wasn't blaring anyway from the other room. Like, we just had no choice. And if somebody bought enough airtime, we were not going to not see it. Like, we were stuck. Do you remember? I know you remember the Clapper commercial, and it's Christmas, so we'll be seeing it again.
Clap off, clap on, clap off, a clapper.
Here's something without words, but if you hear it from anywhere in your house, you'll know exactly what it is, and it's the Hershey's Kisses Christmas Bells song.
Yes. Ding,
With that
ding,
lag.
ding, ding,
with
ding,
the-
ding, 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 ding.
Yep.
I'm still waiting for one that hit my head now,
Mhm.
and I'm waiting for you to put it on the list. If not, I'll
Well,
ask you at the end.
That's okay. Do you remember the Menon commercial?
By Menon.
Right. And I think it was typically Speed Stick that they did with that one. But do you remember Zest Soap?
Zestfully clean.
Yes. And the last one on my list, do you remember the Shure commercial?
Raise your hand if you're sure.
There was, I think that's pretty much all I had here. But again, I could have gone on forever, and I didn't want to
Oh, absolutely.
have us here for 9
There's
years.
one more.
What is
Lena, what is the theme to Charlie Perfume?
Oh, and she calls it Charlie. Who used
Bingo.
to sing that? That's like something that Harry Connick could have done, and like obviously he was too young
Oh
for
my
that.
god, yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's a commercial audition. That's exactly what it is. Or else,
Did I do well? Wait a
but I
minute.
won. Yo, I think you got every single one of these except the McDonald's, and the only reason you get McDonald's is because McDonald's did so many.
The older one, yeah.
Oh,
I got
and
the
I
newer
think
one.
Band-Aid, you were a little confused on
And
Band-Aid. but that's all right.
Budweiser, I did a different one. Yeah.
But again, Budweiser has changed their jingle like 15 times too, so it's not like it's wrong. But the two big ones from the 70s and 80s that I remember, right, were those. Anyway,
Oh no, I remember
I'm gonna
those two.
send it over to you, and I'm gonna let you do your deal before
Oh,
we're
come
here.
on! No, let's do more. Come on.
Well, do you want to? Do you want to do? Ooh, they should send us.
You
I know
go.
they should. I know. I'm like, I don't think anybody's gonna have any problem with us doing this because these particular companies would love it. I will say that here's some theme songs that will live forever, right? And if you want to sing those, sing those. Cheers.
Oh, making your way in the world today takes everything you've got.
Do you
Wait,
remember?
but we're gonna do that later,
Yeah,
right?
we'll do it later.
Okay,
We'll do it
wait,
later.
hold on.
These are
Plop, plop.
These are not charted ones. These are just good ones.
What about Alka-Seltzer?
Plop plop fizz fizz. Oh, what a relief it is.
Bingo.
Mhm. See?
Okay, fine. I guess I should move on with the next topic.
I know.
Which,
I know.
ironically, is also TV. Now, we've all watched TV shows, and you're still watching Lucy if it'll come on. We talk about Carol Burnett. We talk about
Yeah.
All in the Family. There are shows that are just iconic that you can watch now, and even though times may have changed, you still watch it and you're entertained.
Mm-hmm.
So there was a list that came out, and it says that these shows are considered timeless. They remain popular, influential, culturally there goes my voice, relevant
Mm-hmm.
long after they first aired. And we're going to take a look back, and I want you to see, just simple,
Mm-hmm.
would these shows stand the test of time? Now, I took a particular segment
Okay.
of anything that was on from 80 to 2000, 1980 to 2000. That's
Okay.
given us plenty of time
Yeah.
since it's gone by to see if it's still there. Now, this show ended, it started in 99 and went to 2007. Would you rewatch and would it stand up The Sopranos?
I do watch it.
You still watch
I
it?
do watch it, and Ron. I hope Ron is also watching it because he told me he would. So this that's just a little note, Ron. Get on it. Yeah, I watch The Sopranos probably once a year. Every year that
Oh, wow. The whole thing?
yes. The problem with The Sopranos, and this is just me, one, it kind of sort of is based in Rhode Island lore, so it's a little local. Two, I cannot watch one show like if I'm flipping through. I work for a cable TV, so I have all these cable channels that are just there. If I'm flipping through and they're doing a marathon, I cannot not watch everything from the
Mm,
time I see it. I don't know what my problem is. I can't shut it off. It's like, I guess we're doing this again, and I'm just roped into the entire series until the end. I love it. It's one of my favorite shows. I mean, obviously started HBO, watching HBO when it first started. But if you're a Sopranos fan, you know what I mean. You just cannot.
yeah.
You're like chained to it somehow, where you just can't help but finish it, even if you've already seen it. So yes, it stands up.
It's well acted. The
It's beautiful.
storylines will still stand up today. I agree with you
Yeah,
100%.
I mean it's and since Gandolfini passed, it's I don't know. It's of
Yeah.
course even more sentimental to see kind of one of the not the first things that he did, but it's the I think it's the thing that blew him up and made him a bigger star than he was.
Oh, absolutely.
Previous
100%.
to that. And Edie Falco, by the way, is one of the most amazing people ever. I just
Yes.
love Edie
Oh, the
Falco.
cast was amazing.
Yeah, the whole cast was really good. So anyway, go ahead. Next.
So The Sopranos does stand the test of time. Ron
Oh
says
yeah.
he's 6 episodes in, by the way.
Oh yes, and he'll have to tell us how he loves it, but later, while we're after this.
2008, 2013, I know. Oh, you know what? That shouldn't be on the list because I said I wanted to stop at 2000. But even though it stopped 12 years ago,
Hmm.
everybody that I know watched or can rewatch Breaking Bad.
I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen Breaking Bad?
I
Okay, I'm
have
going to be the annoying guy who
no,
does
no. I've
this.
already
You
yes.
have to see Breaking Bad.
My sister will tell you I have commitment issues,
You
and
just said
because
you watch The Sopranos
I know,
every year.
I know, and I don't, but I don't watch The Sopranos every year on purpose. Like I just run into it and then go,
Oh, it's
oh, damn
there.
it. Uh, I have commitment issues in that like I want to watch a show, but I don't want to be like I'm one of those people that if I binge, I will stop living. I know that.
Really?
So I have these series that I know I want to watch, but I'm waiting for like a hospital visit or some crazy thing where I can't go anywhere else, and like those are all stored up for that. Where like I'm stuck somewhere, if I'm on a plane or I'm sitting in an airport or whatever it is, because I know I can't. I have a thing where I can't stop.
Oh, wow.
And if I already know how many seasons it is, it's different when you see a show years ago when we used to watch a show that was on every week. We had no idea how long it was going to last. So we never
Right.
thought it was going to go. The Sopranos is another one. Like, I think Sopranos was going to be 6 years long or 7 years long or whatever. You didn't know any of that stuff at the beginning. So you're just,
Of
all right, I'll
course.
watch it every week. But when you can see a show and know how long it goes before you even start it, you're like, oh, well, let me put this aside till I have time for it. And you do that in your head. And Breaking Bad is one.
Hmm.
The other one we talked about the other day that I haven't seen is Dexter. I haven't seen it.
I've seen bits and pieces. That didn't
You know,
suck me in as much, but
right? I have friends that are like, "Are
okay.
you crazy?" And I've never seen. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, what's the?
Go ahead.
Oh, he did Criminal Minds this year. I haven't gotten into
Mm.
that one yet. Here's one that everybody got into: 1985 to 1992. You still watch it today, hopefully. The Golden Girls.
I do. It's hard not to because it's everywhere. Um, it's everywhere. If you're flipping through TV, that a lot of stations run it late and stuff like that, so it's hard to
Yep.
not see it. But it's actually harder to see it like well, I'm trying to do this with Mad About You and I can't do it for some reason. I'm trying to
Oh,
like
why? I
find it
love Mad About You.
and like get it from the beginning and watch it all the way through. Like sometimes it's hard to find all the episodes in one place. I don't know why. After years of syndication and stuff, sometimes they're just not like all in one channel where you can just find them. So,
Well, you know what?
but the
The
Golden
something
Girls are great.
like the Golden Girls, usually with comedy in general,
Hmm.
is the good thing is I didn't need to see what the setup was from the
No,
previous episode because it was always each episode was autonomous.
but
You
also
know,
it's
you
also
could
so
just go
good,
in.
right? That you're like, man, I'm seeing this episode from like season 5 or whatever. But it would really be nice to just start from the beginning and watch this. This was such a good show. When you start to get older
Absolutely.
and you look back, you're like, wow, this is like, we didn't think about it at the time, but this is really good. I think The Golden Girls is an amazing show for a lot of reasons,
It
and it
is.
stands up really well. All the topics are relevant, you
Mm-hmm.
know? Yeah,
And it's just funny. It's still
it
funny
is.
today.
It is.
Well, now brings us to the number one show for a while
Right.
in the 80s, but I don't know if it's watchable today for different reasons. And that
I
is
know what
the
it's going to be.
Cosby Show.
Um, Nuance and the theory of two things can be true at once.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at that show
I agree.
if you look at it in a vacuum, it is a very good show. So you
I
have to separate it.
rewatched it. Yeah, I just did
No, it is still
rewatch it.
watchable. It is
I
because
agree. It's watchable.
the entire there's stuff now that I didn't know then that that makes sense. Like some of the people that he had disagreements with on the show and things like that as they were going on now make complete sense.
Mm-hmm.
Because of the
You
fact
can't look at him.
yeah, I can't either, but I'm not going to toss the show over because the show is like such an iconic change of it's tainted. It sucks, but
Especially if you come across a line that meant nothing then and now what we know,
right.
you know.
Right. So but like I love Felicia Rashad. I know that at the first
Oh
she
yeah,
tried I know that she kind of defended him at first, but I don't think he was really good at making sure people had no idea who he was.
of course.
I love Felicia Rashad. I just love her. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah.
Her and Debbie Allen are like queens, and you cannot talk to me about anything else. So I love watching her. I love Keisha Knight Pulliam. I love Malcolm Jamal Warner. I love all. There's so many
Yeah,
great
R.I.P.
characters in that show that I mean, even
Absolutely.
was it? No, it wasn't. Marissa Tomei was on a different world, I think. But there's some characters years in the beginning that like came on that show that like are pretty big now that you like just didn't know.
Adam Sandler started on that show.
Right. So it's
Yeah.
there's so much that it did for television and for the community and everything else that like I won't toss it. I won't. I'll still watch it and I'll just do this thing where I ignore, watch the show, enjoy the show. Then when it's over, I go back to, I just kind of remove him from the show because it's not worth it. It's
That
not
is
worth the
how it
whole
has
show
to be.
getting tossed. I understand it's tough to see him though. I think he's probably one of the most heartbreaking things about we're growing up and we're learning so much about what everything we watched was going on. I mean, all of it was no
Yeah,
good. But he's probably
I agree.
one of the most heartbreaking because of what he was trying to represent. Just because of his representation back then and how complete 180 he really was. That's just
Oh God.
But anyway.
There we go. Well, we're going to move on. 1998 to 1998. A little polarizing for some people. That's Seinfeld. Will you watch
1998
Seinfeld?
to when?
1989 to 1998.
Okay. Yes. So my sister, I don't know if she's watching, but has just started watching Seinfeld. She might be done with it now.
Wow.
But she actually just started watching it probably a couple weeks ago. She started and like actually went through the whole season because
Okay.
I don't know if you remember, but TBS ran it a lot.
Oh
And
yeah.
the problem with
Still
TBS,
does, actually.
It once Seinfeld hit like Netflix or like once it hit I can't remember if there was another streaming service that hit. There were a lot of episodes that they didn't run on TBS. They
Probably
just did.
Hulu. Yeah, there were a few that were
You know what I mean?
culturally
Yeah, but
not
not
good.
even that. Like when they got syndicated, and CBS picked them up, CBS just probably they used more episodes that were more popular. But I feel like they almost took 25-30% of the shows and just didn't run them.
Oh wow.
Like in other words, if you were watching TBS and you wanted to watch it in order, like they would leave episodes out of the sequence. And
Master of
Master
their
of Their Domain
domain.
is my favorite, one of my favorite shows. And there was a whole interview with Julie Louis Dreyfus about that. That was so groundbreaking for a female to be, and then I think they took. I mean, John Kennedy Jr. was in that too, and that's so that kind
Yep.
of he died not long after that, and there was a whole thing. There was also an episode of Sex and the City that they mentioned him, and they had to change that. But so that's kind of maybe one of the reasons also that they pulled it out, at least at the time, because it was too soon. Yes, The Wheels on the Bus was my
I'm
favorite.
out.
But that's such a great show because like there was such a like taboo about women being, sexual like that. Like it was like if for her to Elaine was a lot like a guy in that series,
Yeah.
and that spoke to me because I couldn't see I didn't get a chance to really see that on TV. Like there wasn't anybody like me on TV. It was all women being women and crying and like I'm not saying anything wrong with that, but like the tomboy
You weren't that
wasn't.
tight.
Yeah, like I just didn't identify with a lot of stuff I saw back then. Anyway,
There are a lot of people. There's supposed to be pushback now on Seinfeld because I mean we got the joke every
right.
week, but oh my god, the characters are so mean. Why are they so mean?
Well, so
It's
here's how I feel,
TV.
and I think we've had this conversation before. The shows at the time that they were out were at the time they were out. So saying that was where the way it was doesn't is not saying that it's okay, but like
Right.
that's the culture we lived in. So and that stuff is important to keep because that's we can't learn if we don't preserve where we were. We can't see where we are if we don't know where we came from.
There we go.
And
I like
Friends
that.
is another thing. Like I know there's so
That was the
much
next
wrong
show.
with Friends that people don't like stuff that went on in Friends. And it's kind of like things like the hermaphrodite cheerleader and things like that happen in that show.
Well, the biggest thing is there was no diversity. You're in New York, and it's
True.
here's
They
six white
started
people.
later. They threw some people in there later. They
Yeah.
threw a couple of not white people in there towards the end because they started. But like also, you can't actually you can't look at anything that came before Friends and not know that Friends is like jump off of that, right? For
Yes.
those writers, like that's what they knew. Like I'm not saying that it was right or wrong. It's just the formula that they used. You know what I mean? There wasn't a lot in Mad About You that was diverse. There wasn't a lot in like if you look at a lot
That's
of New
true.
York characters back then, in New York settings back then, there wasn't a lot of diversity in a lot of those shows back then. So
Which is so weird because I
it's
mean
not. I know
New
it's like
York is so diverse.
yeah, it's crazy because like how can you do? I'm trying to think of some people that lived in New York that wasn't the Odd Couple in New York.
Yes, it was. The
So
honeymooners were in New
honeymooners. I
York.
mean,
Yep.
honeymooners. I get because honeymooners was so long ago. Then once you get
Yeah.
into like the '70s, it's kind of like okay. Um,
It was
I
like, okay, here's the Jeffersons, where at least it was based on an African American family,
yep,
but there were some white people around. There were some people,
right.
different.
And good times. I mean, I
Yeah,
think when you come into that era,
that was
that.
Chicago.
Oh, I'm sorry. Good times was Chicago, but anyway, but it was still inner city Chicago. I'm quite sure Chicago was
True.
just as diverse as New York was. But yeah, it's as time goes on, you start to see the difference. So I guess like for the time frame that Friends came out, it probably was on the end of the. It was probably really late to the game about, hey, let's throw some people in here that aren't just like white for whatever reason. But when they cast it, they
True.
cast it. And again, later on, they try to throw some stuff from the perimeter to like correct the issue. But, you know,
It is what it is, but very watchable because it's on
hmm
the top 10 list of older shows that are out there.
yep.
Now, here's a list of some of the shows that they say because of their topics
Mhm.
back then that it is now unwatchable, culturally inappropriate for whatever reason. It's offensive, and I have such a problem with the shows that they put on this list.
Yeah.
Number one, Three's Company.
Right. I get why. I know exactly why. Um, John,
Okay, so then
I
explain why.
I
It's
love
still
John
a
Ritter so
comedy.
much. Oh, I love John Ritter so
Oh,
much. I still miss
my
him.
favorite. Yep,
Um,
my absolute favorite.
I know why they're saying it. I just don't agree that they can't be watched.
The
Because again, we
misunderstanding of sexual innuendo, and of
right,
course that he was pretending to be gay.
right, and I get that. Like I understand the point, but I don't think the show's unwatchable because we have to recognize the era we were in. We just have to. We can't act like it didn't happen. I don't think getting rid of things that used to be not good is like the best way to handle it. I just don't. And if you see stuff, you see like you see Chrissy and you see some of the stuff they did with her, and it was like,
Of
and Suzanne
course.
Summers had said several things about like, listen, I just come in and I wear this and I jump up and down. I mean, that's literally
Uh
all my
huh.
character was. But that's where we were at that time. Now
That
that
was the
stuff
late '70s,
wasn't good.
early '80s.
I
Yeah.
don't think a lot of stuff in the 70s was good. And Ron brought up All in the Family, but I got to tell you, Norman Lear was a genius. He was a
Absolutely.
genius for bringing out talk that nobody else would deal with. He was a
Yep.
genius, and Archie Bunker was the stereotypical character that it was an easy way to show people what they looked like without attacking them.
Yep.
And so, and I feel bad for Carol O'Connor because he just never got, other than the heat of the night, he never really got
I
out of
was
that
gonna say there
character.
were other parts he's done.
Right, but I feel like he was kind of probably stigmatized because of that. But in the sense that it took him a long time to like find another show that somebody thought he wasn't going to be Archie Bunker on, kind of thing. But what a great show that was for a lot of reasons, and they dealt
Oh
with
my God.
some amazing topics that
I think every Norman Lear show,
yes,
dealt with something different.
every one of
You
them,
can go down the list to the Jeffersons,
yes.
One Day at a Time. I mean, everything was different.
Sanford and
So
Son, Chico
Sanford and Son.
Man. What else did he do? Well,
Oh
I
my
have
God,
to
you
make
can
a
list.
list. Yeah, he's so
There's
many
a
of them.
huge list. Next one, Miami Vice. So they say it was style over substance. It is shallow and dated.
It's
Now, you
80s.
cannot watch that show without going, well, that's the '80s. I
Right.
mean,
That's what
you
it
can't.
was. Like, you know, um, my sister and I have we have a running joke about Philip Michael Thomas. We just find him to be the cheesiest person ever. And then he put a video out, and we just
Yes,
every
I
single time
remember
we watch
that.
it, we can't get through it. It's just so bad. And I think Don Johnson, he did Heartbeat and some other songs like that too.
Yes, he did.
And so he had his own music career, quote unquote. But you
Forced.
know,
Okay,
like
Ron really does not like Miami Vice.
so I personally it's a feel. There's a feel to it that at that
Yes.
time was a big thing. For whatever reason, Florida in Miami and you know, business suits with tank tops, whatever. That was all I don't know why, but it was all happening. Boat shoes. That was a thing.
It was a music video on
Right.
it was an hour long video pretty much.
That's really what it was. And I know that in the 90s, the beginning of the 90s was a literal
Oh,
pushback of the 80s. So, the beginning of the 90s, it was like, no, we don't like flash. We like grunge. We like dirt. We like people that don't shower and all that. That's great. But at the time, it's just what it was. So it's weird to me that it it's I don't think it's on. Oh, we lost him. Uh-oh. Well, let me just finish what I'm saying. I don't think that it was unwatchable. I think it's actually amazing to see the time
sorry
capsule
about
of
that.
it. No, that's okay. I just kept on talking. So
Okay.
the time it's a time capsule. It just is. Um, one of my this I think we've talked about this more than once, and I just went through a whole back behind the scenes on it last night. One of my favorite movies ever is Carrie. I just love it, love it, love it, love it.
Okay.
And the reason but every time I watch it, it's such a picture of time that
Yes.
everything about that movie was 1976, and it was just something that you can't. It just all got captured in one movie in such a way that it's amazing to go back and see it because life was so different at that time. So to me, and I remember when I graduated in 1986, so we we had a couple of Miami Vice elections that went on for like people that were running for whatever they were running for, vice president and president, or whatever of the school board or whatever it was. But
Right.
we did have like I do remember us having a Miami Vice theme for somebody that was running, and everybody, if they were listening to me, don't know who it was, but we actually like there was a point in time where there was a one kid that was running for vice president, and that was his shtick, right? Because
Yeah.
that's what was going on at the time. So I just feel like I don't feel like stuff is unwatchable. I mean, if you don't like it, you don't like it, but I don't think it should be like anybody should remove it or anything. It's just a picture of 1986, 85, whatever that was going on at that time. So
Hmm. I gotcha.
I agree with you on this.
Well, the last one I disagree solely. Oh, by the way, Ron, if you really didn't like the movie, guess what? They're doing another one. Oh,
Uh-oh.
Michael B. Jordan and I forgot the other person, but they are redoing a Miami Vice movie. So
Oh, okay. Didn't they
get ready for
do?
that.
Did they redo the show or do a movie at some point
They
after
did a
that? Didn't
movie.
they?
It
It was
was, yeah,
yeah,
Colin Farrell,
yeah,
and I don't remember.
and
So
that
I always
wasn't.
remember one.
Yeah, I didn't like it either. I do love the show though because yeah, he is a great actor. I mean, I wonder how they're gonna do it if it's. I don't know. I mean, I think there's so much stuff that we did in the '80s that like is not that did not age well. I don't know what else to say. I don't. If you ever look at, I was watching a little quick clip about Better Off Dead, and you know, and
Oh,
freaking the jokes in that movie. And Dan Schneider, like, oh my god, that's Dan Schneider in that movie.
I
Like
love that movie.
everything you learn about Dan Schneider after that is disgusting. Like,
Yes, absolutely.
so it's kind of like, but like, who knows these things? Like, what?
Could you excuse me for one
Sure,
second? I am very sorry. Just keep talking. I will be
I will
right
keep
back.
talking. I, I want my $2. I mean, I have when I was a kid, I thought it was so cool to have like a switchblade comb like that. Right? I didn't ever have one, but I thought it was so cool to see one. I was like, ooh, that's cool. Where's my $2? So everybody in that movie and the jokes in that movie were just, I think, awful. But like as an '80s kid, it's just part of the landscape of what we grew up with. So I'm surprised that before he comes back, I'm surprised that Sex and the City didn't end up on this list
Oh,
because
no, thank you
when
very
I tell
much for
you I
that.
watch Sex and the City every single night, you don't even want to know.
Every
Um,
night, even when it wasn't on. Wait a minute.
I own it.
Ah, there you go.
And I own the movies, but I also have Netflix. I also have HBO Max, and so I know that show to the point where I know every like line in it and what every episode's about and all that kind of stuff. But
Oh,
you know, and it's this. I feel like it's probably the same way with Friends and some other things that like are just comfort shows, that things that you just toss on and say I already know how it ends, but I just kind of like feel like watching something I know is gonna make me laugh or whatever, make me think back about where I was when this was out. Melrose
oh
Place is one of
God.
those stupid shows. It's like it's the most ridiculous thing in the world, but it's just funny. At that time, it was what it was, right? Those are those all the
Absolutely.
shows, or were there more?
Now, my last one is the one that gets me upset because,
Okay.
I mean, like we said, Norman Lear put out a show called All in the Family
Hmm.
to laugh at, bring up these topics and laugh at this person and do that.
Right.
I think the show kind of did the same thing. What do you think of Married with Children?
So Married with Children was to me a satirical show. It just was,
It
even at the
is.
time. It wasn't. Was it the thing that saved Fox? Because Fox was kind of that was one of the early Fox shows when Fox first started to become like a fourth network.
Yeah.
It was one of the. It wasn't the only one. Obviously, they had Martin and things like that. But I for whatever reason, it was supposed to be. Um, I don't know. Every single thing you hear in that show is supposed to be a joke. It's just like supposed to all be
Yes.
funny. Now, I've seen several and listened to several podcasts with Christina Applegate and what went on with her at that time.
Yeah.
And I do feel bad because I mean, she had such an eating disorder. She was like, way too thin and not healthy and things like that. Um, but when you look back, I don't know. I mean, Ed O'Neill is he's just the best. He's the best. Ed O'Neill's one of the
Absolutely.
best people. I just love him. And no, I haven't seen Modern Family. Again, I have commitment issues, so I know I want to watch it, but I like
That's a
have
great,
I
great
have a
show.
time frame for like when I want to start that. Because there's a lot
Yeah,
of good actors on that show that I love.
very
And I
much
know
so.
I'll love it, but I'm afraid it's gonna like suck my life into a drain. So I don't want to go near it
Yeah,
till.
you'll go through the entire thing very
Yeah,
quickly.
it's what is it? 10? How many seasons? I mean, it's more than 10,
I
isn't
think
it?
it's 10 seasons
Is it 10?
of, yeah, I think so. But they're
Okay.
22-minute episodes. Come on.
No, I know, but still, it's kind of like, and again, I have a list of things that like unfortunately grows, but like also I'm the chick that buys books instead of reading the ones I have. So what can I say?
I have a
Mm,
friend like that.
yeah.
Okay, so now
hmm
I'm afraid. Let's see, we're about at an hour point,
Yep.
and we're just getting to later TV theme songs. Go.
Okay. Are you ready? TV theme
Yes.
songs that hit radio. Hold on, let me get my stuff all queued up here. I didn't. Again, I started to. I don't have a good memory of some of these. So I was some of them were before my time where I didn't watch the show or I don't remember. But anyway, do you remember? Let's start with The Sopranos, and I'm quite sure by now Ron has got that down pat.
Well, woke up this morning.
Right. The name of the artist is
Woke up
A3.
this morning.
That is the name of the artist. I know this because I played that song. I don't know how many times. That was an actual song. I played it in nightclub.
You actually played that in the
I
nightclub?
played that in a nightclub in 1999.
Oh my god!
A3 is the name of the. Go look it up. A3 is the name of the artist, and it did chart. It was on the charts for a while.
Wow,
Yes. So what can I say?
I would not have named that ever.
Right.
You know?
But it was a radio. It wasn't number one, but it was a song that charted and got played in top 40 radio. So,
Yeah,
Cheers, the Cheers theme. The Cheers theme is
iconic.
Gary Portnoy. Gary Portnoy, if you look him up, has done 1,000,001 themes, and including the Blossom theme. He's just the dude that wrote all those jingles. So he wrote the Cheers theme. There's a whole story about how he wrote it about 15 times, and they told him to go back to the drawing board. They didn't like it. They didn't like. They didn't like it. I think he said the Red Sox in one of them, and they said no, it's too regional or too local or something. You got to get that out of there.
Okay.
But anyway, we talked about this because Ron had earlier this week, which was talking about some of these theme songs. So one of my favorites, and I use it in when I go out and do like disco and old or retro nights, and I mix it in, is John Sebastian's "Welcome Back" from Welcome Back, Kotter. That is one of the best songs out there.
Love that.
Yeah, I love it. It's 113 beats per minute, in case anybody wants to know. But yeah, it's just a cool song to mix in when you're doing all that stuff from that time. And most people don't remember it till you play it, and they're like, "Oh my god."
Oh no, that lives in my head rent free. Yes.
That's an awesome one. One of the other ones is, and what is it? 98 beats per minute, 95 beats per minute is the Prince of Bel Air song,
I have that written
and
down. Yes.
that does get mixed right in with like
Mm-hmm.
Biggie and all that stuff goes right in there. The Ventures, Hawaii 5-0. Yes. They did a song called Surfin' Bird and something else. The Ventures did Walk Don't Run too, I believe.
Yeah.
They did a few songs, but they did that. And I guess maybe they get the Ventures to do Hawaii 5-0 because they were like, well, maybe it'll chart. And it did. So maybe they did that on purpose. We talked about Joey Scarborough earlier today, Greatest American Hero. And
Yep.
watching my behind the scenes of Carrie, I got to see a whole lot of William Cat last night, so that was great. Do you remember how it goes?
Look at what happened to me. I can't believe it myself. Or you can go for Seinfeld. I
Suddenly
can't believe it.
What?
Oh,
What
what's
was
the
it?
Seinfeld one? I can't believe George isn't home now.
Oh, I don't
Believe it
know.
or
I don't
not,
remember it.
George isn't at
Oh, yep,
home.
yep. Oh, the answer machine. I forgot about that. That's funny. Johnny Rivers, Secret Agent Man.
Yes, Secret
That was a hit.
Agent Man.
Yep. Do you know when I was a kid that I used to think it was Secret Asian Man?
I
And
sing that constantly.
oh, do you?
Well, my ex-wife is Asian. My daughter's half Asian,
Yeah.
so we'll do
Okay.
that all the time. Secret Asian
When
Man.
I was a kid, I was like, why is he secret? And like, why, if he's Asian, why is it a secret? I was like, I never understood that. And then finally somebody was like, it's Agent. It's Agent. And that's Johnny Rivers, and that was how Johnny Rivers sang. So, what are you gonna do? We just talked about Miami Vice. The Miami Vice theme is Jan Hammer.
Hmm.
I don't even have to
Yes,
look that up. I don't know how many times I played that at the
I
time.
know that too. Yes.
Happy Days. Sunday, Monday, happy
Monday,
days.
happy day.
Tuesday,
Tuesday,
Wednesday, happy day.
Wednesday, happy
That
day.
was there was
Everybody.
a team called Pratt and McLean that did that.
Ooh. Okay.
Just in case you're interested. I did bring up Making It by David Naughton before, and I'll bring that back up again.
Hmm.
It did hit the charts. It didn't go like crazy, but it was on the list for a little while. I think back in when the Bee Gees went out and all of that kind of stuff, they threw it on. It charted for a little bit. Peter Gunn.
Dun, 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 dun,
That
dun,
was
dun. Why do I know all this?
I know that was Henry Mancini. Well, I think they used Peter Gunn for so much. Like I'm trying to
True.
remember.
Oh, we'll
Oh
get
my
to it,
God.
Ron. We'll get to it.
There's an 80s tune. Yeah, we'll get to that. Well, there was an 80s movie that used it, and I can't remember what it was now. But for
Was it the
whatever reason,
Naked Gun?
no, they probably did too. But no, you know what it was? It was 16 Candles. They used Peter Gunn,
Yes, they did. Yes.
and I think it was when she was getting on the bus, maybe. But they did that.
Madonna.
Yeah, so like those are pretty cool tunes. And so, they get used over and over again, especially
Oh,
if they're
absolutely.
instrumental. The Mission Impossible theme, I don't know why, but I did not look that up. So you're free to do that if you want. I forgot.
That
I didn't look
made the
who did it.
charts?
The Mission Impossible theme did make the charts. I don't know that it
Oh,
was
wow.
number one, but it was a song that was played on radio. So, yeah.
Okay,
And
Mission
I forget,
Impossible
it turned
theme.
into a movie for like, there's like a million movies,
Oh.
but it used to be a show.
The composer was Lalo Schifrin.
Oh, see, I don't know why I didn't look that up, but I just didn't.
That's okay.
Here comes a name I can't pronounce either. Game of Thrones.
Oh, yeah, I'm not even going to try.
Ramin Djawadi. Ramin
Okay.
Djawadi. Something like that. I don't know before. I did not see this chart, but supposedly, the SWAT theme. The SWAT theme was, that wasn't Curtis Mayfield, was it? I feel like it might have been, but I can't remember.
Okay.
That's not on my list. Like I forgot about. I had so many. I started to go, oh, there's too many. I can't. The OC.
Oh, I've never watched it. Don't know.
And I didn't watch the OC either, but Phantom Planet is the name of the artist that did the OC, and apparently the OC was kind of on the charts or hit the radio or they were playing it for a while. This one I remember. I think it bounced off 90210 and came from that.
Yeah.
And that's a show called The Heights. And there was a song called How Do You Talk to an Angel?
How do you talk to an angel? I remember that. Yeah.
So there's a Steve and Stephanie Tyrell, husband and wife, and Barry Coughing. Those are the people who wrote that.
Okay.
But I think they just threw the cast on the record. Like The Heights is the actual artist name.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So, of course, because, any shows where people are singers, they just... Do you remember the Party of Five theme?
No, I wasn't a big Party of Five watcher.
Okay, so the Party of
Five... Oh, wait, that wasn't like REM, was it?
Nope.
No, who was it?
It was a one-hit wonder, so I'm not sure if you're gonna know it.
Okay, who?
It was a group called the Bodines.
I know of the Bodines.
And they did a song called Closer to Free.
That's it.
Closer to Free was the theme song. Everybody wants to be. I was a big Party of Fiver because I was like, I loved Loved Matt Fox. Loved Matt Fox. I
Oh,
followed Matt Fox to Lost. I followed him over there blindly,
and yeah,
which is
you
a
should have
good
left him
show.
there.
No, I know,
The
but
show, I mean,
I mean, listen, the show was good, and the Lost was great. It was a good
until
show.
it
I mean,
wasn't.
it depends on what you're interested in. It did
Okay.
get very scientific, and it all depends on what you're. I don't know. I think that they had a problem, but I think it was because of they had a writer's strike. There was all kinds of stuff going on during that show that I think messed with their what have you. I think that was part of it. Um, WKRP was a hit.
Oh, yes, baby, if you've ever wondered whatever became of me.
Yep.
I'm living on
That's
the edge
Tom
of my-
Wells. That's who sings that.
Oh, I love that one.
And again, he's a one-hit wonder. I've never heard of him otherwise. Do you
Yeah.
remember the moonlighting theme?
Oh God, I know. I watched that.
Some fly
Sunrise
by
by
night.
night, sunrise by day.
Do you remember who sang it? I mean, was he's it was
No,
no? I
no.
mean, I guess you unless you were in my community, it was very obvious. It was Al Jarreau. Al
Oh
Jarreau sang that
God,
song.
no.
Yep.
My mother played Al Jarreau constantly. I can't, I can't remember any of the lyrics after those first two lines
Something
either.
something along the way. I just heard it the other day, and I'm forgetting some of it. But
Now I'm gonna
I,
have to listen to it again.
I've never been a Bruce Willis fan, right?
I love Bruce Willis. I
But
have his album. I'm
do
ashamed to
you?
say it. I have the
Oh,
album.
listen, didn't he do "Respect Yourself"? That was a cool
Yes,
song.
he did.
With the Staple Singers or with
Mhm.
with Sharon. Can't
I
remember.
don't remember the backup, but it was
Uh,
shameful. I'm sorry. It was the Columbia Club where you pay, you get 15 things for a
No,
penny.
but listen, that was the one song that I remember that he did. That I don't know if it charted or what, but I just remember it being a video for a while, like a
Yes.
music video. I
And
want to
like in a
say
pool hall.
I
Yeah.
don't know if it's Sharon from the Dap Kings or who the heck was behind him, but it was a pretty decent backup of singers behind him, and I can't remember now. Anyway, I didn't like him other than this show. I loved Moonlighting, and it felt like he just was good for that show.
David Addison, yeah.
Was I a big Sybil Shepherd fan? Not so much, but I just liked him. He for whatever reason, they probably I don't know if they built the show around him or
Mm,
what. But then after he left that show and started doing movies, I wasn't interested. Like I just didn't.
okay, that's fine.
I think like other than Sixth Sense, which I thought was good, but that was more my genre. I think maybe.
The whole 9 yards?
Nope.
Yeah, okay.
Nope. Nah. That was a football movie, wasn't it?
No.
No, what the heck was that? I can't remember.
Matthew Perry,
Didn't they redo it? Oh,
Bruce
there we go.
Willis.
I wasn't a
Yeah.
Matthew Perry fan outside of Friends either.
I
No,
love
I
Matthew
really
Perry,
wasn't.
R.I.P. Second
Yeah.
R.I.P. this episode.
I mean, I read his book and I thought he was a great person for what he was doing. His
Yeah.
movies didn't do it for me. So let's get into the Partridge
Good
Family.
morning, Jake.
Good morning, Jay. Do you remember the Partridge Family theme?
Hello, world, the song that we're singing. Come on, get happy.
Okay. Whoever's out there listening to me and Iris sing, we apologize. I feel so bad for you.
Yeah, I cannot sing, but what do you want?
I can sing, but I'm trying to not make it about. So that was just dubbed, or it was just labeled as the Partridge Family itself. So they just like the Monkees, and I'll get into that with you guys. The Monkees is also something that charted, and it's the same
Wait,
thing.
I have to jump ahead one thing only because you said Partridge Family. Is the Brady Bunch on that list?
I don't think the Brady Bunch charted.
Really? Not even one of the when it's time to change one of the songs.
Right. I don't think it was on the charts. I do think people remember it, but I don't know if it was actually on the radio.
Hold on, Jake. I will agree with you. If you listen, there is an entire song. It's not just they condensed it to 30 seconds, but there is an entire song for the Growing Pains theme, and it is awesome.
And it is. All of that stuff is awesome. So, and I'm not done yet because once I start talking about charts, we're gonna go into those.
Here's a 2-hour show. Let's go.
Do you remember the Dukes of Hazzard theme?
Just some good old boys, never meaning no harm. Waylon Jennings.
Very nice, very nice. That was a
I was
lady
a fan.
that charted too. And one of my favorites that a couple of my friends get on social media every year and mark the date was The Odd Couple.
That can I tell you? That is the date my divorce became final.
Is it?
On November 13th, Felix Unger was asked to leave himself from this place of residence. I know that date like the back of my hand.
Isn't that funny?
Yep.
That's Neil Hefti and Sammy Cohn. Those are the people that put that together. Because technically, there wasn't really a song per se.
No.
It was just Leslie Organ, wasn't it? So yeah, that's so funny. And then I just have to say I was a Jack Klugman fan for so long, and I was wicked into Quincy. I loved Quincy
Quincy, yes.
for however long it went, and so yeah, that was a pretty cool. And I
It was murder.
So here's some theme songs that will live forever. Do we want to sing them? Do we not? Cheers. We talked about.
Yeah, we did.
And I think Cheers charted too, but one of my favorite themes that I sing from one side to the other every time I hear it is Family Ties. I absolutely love Family Ties.
I agree.
Johnny Mathis and Denise Williams. You cannot beat that.
It's beautiful. It's a beautiful song.
It's just awesome. It's almost like forget although the show was really great. I love the show. I watched every episode. But if you took the show away and just left me the song, I'd be happy. I don't know. The Laverne and Shirley song, we remember that. Do you remember the Family Ties song before we go any further?
What would we do, baby, without us?
Okay. Yeah, Laverne and Shirley. I mean, we as kids, we couldn't get that out of our heads. It was just
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Schlemiel, Schlemarkle, Awesome Pepper Incorporated.
We're gonna do
What is up here?
What is it? Give us any chance, we'll take it.
Mm-hmm.
Give us any rule, we'll break it. We're gonna make our dreams come true. Doing it. Yeah, that was we learned that. One of my favorite theme songs. Well, I can't say this. I have so many of them, but I love this one. I just love the way it's arranged. One Day at a Time was great.
Oh yeah.
This is it. This is it. This is life, the one you get to go and have a ball. Yeah, that was a good one. I always when I'm doing retro shows, I always play the Good Times theme.
Good time. Anytime you need a baby, good time. There was just
anytime you're off from under, not getting hustled, keeping your head above water. And then I think it's
right.
Making a way when you can. Temporary layoffs.
Keep going.
Easy credit ripoffs. And then it's like
that's it. Okay, because they had the writer on a TV show, on a radio show that I was listening to.
Right.
And they were having a debate about that line. Was it easy credit ripoffs?
Yep.
Or was it something else? They had to bring the writer on the show.
Yep.
And explain what the
what's great now is that if you ever was watching or listening to anything as a kid and could not remember or understand what you were listening to, you have closed captioning now, so you can see whatever the heck it is you're listening to. It's not always fair, but like it depends. If you're if they're done through the show and not through because there's a thing that comes from your TV that'll just translate. But then if you watch old shows, a lot of that's like embedded in the show itself, and it's right because they typed it up and made the closed captioning whatever it was before it came out. And so some of those shows, it comes from the actual network that you get the captions, and other shows not so much. But anyway, Ron brought up the Jeffersons. That's absolutely one of my favorite tunes, and of course you know who sings that, right? You know who sings it?
No.
So I believe.
Oh, Roxy Roker.
I believe it's Roxy Roker, but for whatever reason, we should look that up. It's not Janet Dubois because that's Good Times. I think it's.
Oh yes.
I feel like it's either Roxy Roker, who's the dad of or the mom of.
Are you gonna go my way?
Yeah, Lenny Kravitz. Lenny Kravitz's mom. is Roxy
And
Roker, who
she was on the
played
show,
Helen.
obviously.
She played
Yes.
Helen, but sometimes I get confused and feel like it's the actual maid that sang it, Florence.
Huh. According to this, it was a gentleman named Jim Gilstrap and a woman known as Blinky.
That sang the Jeffersons theme.
Oh, I'm sorry. Nope. I put in the wrong one. Hold on. I still had
Okay,
something up
Ron,
there.
that you've said it 3 times. I see it.
Oh, okay.
So I think it was Florence that sang that.
No, I
But
have who sang the Jeffersons theme song. I'm getting Janae Dubois.
it is Jeanette Dubois. Okay.
Okay.
So Jeanette Dubois played a lot of things, among others, the
Walona.
mother. Yeah, she played Malona on Good Times, and she also played the mother in Janet Jackson's Control video. Why do I know that?
Yes.
I don't know. But that's what I was gonna say. I for some reason thought she sang on Good Times because technically she was on Good Times, so I thought her theme song was over there. Anyway, the Jeffersons theme is amazing. Love it. Do you
Absolutely.
remember any of how it goes?
The Jefferson. We're
We're
moving
moving
on.
on
Okay. Do you
up
want to start from the beginning or do you want
to
to
the
start from
east
the middle?
side. Yeah, with our feet to a
To a deluxe
deluxe
apartment.
apartment in the sky. All right, so we'll
See, you can
continue.
sing, so I'll listen to you.
We'll continue with Norman Lear, and we'll do All in the Family.
Boy, the way Glenn Miller played.
I couldn't do Edith if I tried. Songs that made the hit parade.
There we go.
Just like us, we had it
If
made.
we
Yeah,
had it made.
that was
Those
fun.
were the days.
And then you just if you could just scream Edith's part.
Absolutely.
Her and her sister are one of two of my favorite actresses. Um, her sister was in Johnny Dangerously, of course, which I'm sure you remember. Do you?
Oh, Stapleton. Stapleton.
Maureen and Jean.
Well, she was Jean Stapleton. Who was the sister?
Maureen. Maureen.
Maureen Stapleton. Yes,
Yeah.
I do remember.
Maureen Stapleton, I know this is not true, but for some reason is uncanny to me that if you ever watch Cinderella in The Fairy Godmother, it's
Yeah.
it's like it's almost like somebody created Maureen Stapleton before she was like existing. Because that woman looks and sounds exactly like Maureen Stapleton, especially in Johnny Dangerously. Just saying.
Huh.
Now that may or may not have
You're
anything to
talking
do
about
with
the
anything.
mother, right?
I'm talking about yeah.
Yeah, the mother. Yeah.
Right. And I think Public Enemy was like that's a spoof of the movie Public Enemy. But anyway, she plays the mother and she's hilarious in it.
Yes.
And yeah, I love those. I just love those two. Those are two of my favorite actresses from when I was a kid. So what are we going from here? The Jetsons. Now the Jetsons.
George Jetson.
Yep. Jane, his wife, and then
And
his
like you said
daughter,
before,
Judy.
it explains everything.
Exactly, right? But we knew it. We knew it so well. You know what I was wait a minute. Yeah, the Flintstones I put in here after that because what is it? What is the Flintstones?
Meet the Flintstones. They're a modern Stone Age family.
Are they modern Stone Age, right? Is that it? Okay. Sesame Street is something we all know. We can't get out of our heads.
Dun, 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 dun. Sunny days. Everything
sweeping the clouds away, I think.
On my way to where the air
is sweet. Yep. Give Me a Break is a good one. That's Nell
Carter. Oh, Nell Carter. Yeah,
and that's a real good one. Give me a break, I sure deserve it. I can't remember all of it though, because they changed it a couple times. Like there was a theme that started off when they premiered it, but then she sang different versions of it as time went on. So that it's all one big mess to me in my head, and I can't remember the lyrics now. Growing Pains we talked about.
Yes, I love Growing Pains.
Who's the Boss?
Oh yeah.
Who's the boss? And do you remember Family Affair? Which didn't really have a lyrics to it.
It's like a kaleidoscope kind of thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
I just thought of Family Affair while we were talking because when we were kids, we used to watch it all the time.
I remember that. Yeah.
And Different Strokes.
Oh my God! Yeah. Now the world don't move to the beat
of just one drum. What is it? What might be right for you may not be right for some. What is it? A man is born. He's a man of means. Along comes Oh, so we got
Two.
nothing but the jeans, but we got two. Different
Different
strokes,
strokes,
takes.
takes different
Yeah, that was
strokes.
a good one. I know. I'm trying to remember. Oh, yep, I do remember the Facts of Life. Facts of
You
Life's
take the
another one.
good, you take the bad, you take them both, and there you have.
Facts of Life. Oh my goodness, loved Mrs. Garrett. Loved Mrs. Garrett.
Why do I know
Um,
these things?
I don't know. And then there's like, I mean, I can bring up Living Single and all kinds of other shows like that.
Living.
Yep.
You still haven't brought up the Rembrandt.
I haven't yet. And what was the other one I just wanted to mention? I would say A Different World's pretty good too. After the
Oh,
Cosby
I
Show,
know
the Cosby
my
Show didn't have
mama loved
lyrics
me.
really,
Yep.
but yeah. Um, yep. And so the Rembrandts, I'll be there for you. And I don't know why that should have been in the list of charts because that actually hit the radio.
Yep.
But I think I had so much going on that I got overwhelmed. And I think I
Like
probably
you
already
said,
thought I added it because we talked about it like 15 times this week. So, but yes,
is there
that's the Rembrandts. Yes.
is there a show out now
Hmm.
that actually has a theme song that we sing?
I don't think so. That
I
I
don't think
know
so
of.
either.
Um, I'm trying to think of. I don't
The
watch
last
TV.
one,
I'm terrible. I
the
don't watch
last
a
one
whole
I
lot
could
of.
remember was Big Bang Theory
Right.
from Bare Naked Ladies.
Yep. Oh God. No, I don't watch a whole lot of new stuff, so I'm probably not the right person to ask.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything out there though.
You know what
Okay.
I mean? And that's the thing. The theme songs of I think just because of streaming, the theme songs
Yeah.
have just gone by excuse me by the wayside because people have thought, well, this is so easy. People are going to skip it. It was different when you could sit in front of the TV and they had to make you look at it.
Yep.
But now you can skip the intros, you can skip whatever the previous last week on such and such, you can skip that. And I think a lot of people do, and when they do, they get those statistics, right? How many people are skipping through this? How many people, I mean, they must get
Mhm.
a response.
Absolutely.
And when they see it, they probably have to say, okay, well, nobody's watching this, so let's just take it out, or let's make it shorter, or whatever, right? Because that's time and money for them.
I agree.
So,
Okay, are there any?
yep.
I'm sure there are hundreds of more.
Oh yeah, no, those are
Where?
the ones I remembered, and you know, wanted to make a quick. Those are the only ones I put here. Did you have any that I did not name?
Oh God. Family matters. There's a rare condition in this day and age.
Yep. What was it? I missed the. I can't remember. I can't remember.
Three's Company, which we did talk about before, come and
We
knock on
did.
our door.
Yep. Come on, I got a door. Actually, that didn't chart, but that's another one that we sang all the time.
That's just
Let's.
it. 70s. Let's see.
Yeah.
Concrete Family
So
Ties. Cheers.
I can.
Oh,
I can.
Frasier. Do you know
Yes, Frasier.
tossed salad and
And even
scrambled
Mad About
eggs?
You. Those were good. Yeah.
I'm mad about you. Yeah. Oh
Listening
my God.
listening to Kelsey Grammer sing, too funny. That was so great at the time. You know.
Yes.
Then there's theme songs that like didn't have words. I didn't add those because it's kind of like hard to. But like Sanford and Son had a specific
Hmm.
theme that was like unmistakable. Taxi had a theme that was unmistakable.
Oh yeah. Hill
Fish,
Street Blues.
Hill Street Blues. And some of them had like they had really good songs, but like I don't really know how to describe them, so I didn't go down that road. But even ER in some of those themes, were great. But
When
anyway,
I was in middle school, and I was in the
mhm.
band and I played clarinet, and everyone was playing the same thing. I wanted to be different, so I went out and I learned the theme to Dallas, the TV show, on the clarinet. And then people
Dallas.
would come up to me, "Come on, play Dallas!" Do, 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 do.
Yeah, like those shows like Falcon Crest and
Dynasty,
Dynasty and like all those kind of shows. Like I never was
all musical. Yeah.
crazy into those shows, but although I should have brought up what's her face because Ally McBeal.
Oh,
Uh
Vonda
that's gonna
Shepard.
be Vonda Shepard, yeah, and I forgot about her. And I actually don't know why. Shame on me because I one love that song and two I watched it so much
That
at the
was one of
time.
her songs. Was actually my wedding song, so
Oh really? Yeah, she
I
was
can't forget
she was
her.
awesome. She was awesome.
Yeah.
I still have all her stuff and I still listen to it sometimes. I'm probably the only one that does, but
No, I actually
You
have
and me,
that on
both
the
of us
list.
listen
But
to her and
yeah,
no one else.
we're the
Vonda,
only
we are
ones.
your two fans.
You should come on the show.
You
We
should
can
come on the show,
interview you.
Vonda, and talk to us. We are your only. No, that's not nice. But
It
yeah,
isn't. Okay, we are an hour and a half in.
yeah, we are.
So I think we should make the executive decision to go to, our surprise guest. I think we should go to Ron's top five.
Ron is no surprise. He's no surprise.
He's not well for us to get a top five
I
on a
know.
Saturday. Come
Unheard of.
on,
Unheard of.
there he is, the kingpin.
I've just got so many songs running through my head
I
now.
know.
I
You're
can.
welcome.
Like
You're
I
welcome.
Okay, give me 1 second while you talk. Hold on.
I could sit here and literally name like all these shows, and I'm a huge Quantum Leap song fan.
Oh,
Like I love that song. That song
Sing
is
it.
one of the best. I sing it. It's the word. It's
I don't
just-
care. Hum it.
It's I love listening to music that has horns in it, and
oh,
Yeah.
anything with that, you got me. So
come on.
Isn't that why those blues were so great? Yep. Go ahead, do it. Come on, the two of you. Let's hear it.
No.
it's a great song. I'm not gonna hum the theme song because it sounds stupid. I can't duplicate
We're having
that
fun.
song.
It's Saturday. We're having a good time here.
Yes, I know. And but between I guess your sister and a couple other people that are watching the show,
Yeah.
I don't want to ruin the song for them.
Oh,
Why they let me sing all day and
That's
I
Well,
right.
I
can't
can
sing a
blame
note.
you, but I'm not going to take the blame
Okay, I'll take the
was
blame.
saying, come on now.
because I also love the SG1 theme song too. So
Oh, I don't even know that one.
and I love like so many shows even that I don't like. Like I don't watch Golden Girls, but they have a
Right.
great theme song.
They do.
Thank you for being a friend. Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly, right?
Oh, did that ever hit the chart, Lena?
No.
Do you know?
I don't think it did, but I know it was a big. I know it was a big deal, and everybody loved it.
Yeah.
Actually, that actually was a song that they used.
Yes, it's a remake.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a remake of a song that did chart, but not for the show. And who sang the original? Was it
I
like
don't remember who sang the original.
Cat Stevens or somebody. It was some artist that was like kind of into folk stuff. Who was it?
Yeah. I don't remember.
Maybe it's
Hold
James
on.
Taylor. Maybe it's James Taylor. Anyway,
Cynthia Fee. It says. Well,
The
she sang the
original?
Golden Girls.
right. But what was the original? Who did the original? I forget.
Thank you for being. Was written.
He was-
Andrew Gold.
Oh, Andrew Gold. Yep, Andrew Gold did Lonely
Okay.
Boy. He did Lonely Boy. That was a song
Oh,
he did.
okay.
Yeah. So okay, that makes sense. And Andrew Gold might have done That About You, didn't he? I think he did.
Hold
But
on.
anyway.
I don't know. That's
He did
why
a lot.
you get
He
the
did a lot
big
of theme
bucks,
stuff.
Lena.
What?
That's why you get the big bucks, Lena. You
Yeah.
know all the music.
Yeah, I get the big bucks. I thought he did, maybe not, but
Andrew Gold. Yeah,
he
mad
did
about you.
him and what was the other one that did all those damn theme songs in the 80s? The oh god,
Alan Thicke.
Mike Post did a lot of them.
yeah,
Remember
but I'm talking
Mike
about
Post? He did
the
Hill
guy-
Street Blues.
who's
and
the
all
guy
that
that did
stuff.
Short People. He did so many tunes.
Oh,
Remember
God.
that?
Newman. What is
Randy
his name?
Newman.
Randy Newman.
Randy Newman did a lot of stuff. He did.
Well, didn't
he did the
Alan Thicke
Parenthood
write?
theme and what?
Didn't Alan Thicke also write quite a few of them?
I don't know if Alan. Thicke,
Yeah, Alan
yeah,
Thicke
he
did
might
a lot
have.
too.
He actually didn't he sing the theme.
He
to-
sang one of them. I know one of them.
He sang the theme to the show he was on, didn't he?
No, I don't
He
think
didn't?
that was him.
Okay. Oh no,
Well,
wait.
he's been on a few shows, so
Yeah.
chances are it's good.
because his son is a singer, so it runs in the family. I forgot.
Oh God,
Yeah, he
Alan
did.
Thicke.
Yeah.
Alan Thicke wrote and sang on Different Strokes, Facts of Life.
Yeah, but he did the one. What was the one he was in with?
Well, he was in. We just talked about it with Growing Pains.
All
But
right,
he
I
didn't
thought-
sing that
He
one.
didn't sing that one, so maybe he
No.
did some stuff for other things. But yeah,
Show me that smile again.
yeah, That's so funny. But
All
yeah.
right. So look, I've been on like almost every show this week doing my
Really?
top
Okay.
fives because I'm very TV oriented. And I have a long history of watching TV.
Yeah.
And I go back, I was born in 66. And then anything that my mom and dad watched, I watched.
You're like Frank
Because,
Cross. You're Frank Cross
like,
is who you are.
Oh God.
Yeah, you're Frank Cross.
okay.
Wait,
All right.
wait. Does he know the reference?
He has to know the reference. How do you not know that? Wow. You do, don't you?
Do you know the reference, Ron?
No, I don't.
You never saw Scrooged?
Yes.
Okay, well the whole concept.
See,
of
I don't
Scrooge-
remember stuff like that.
his
Like
character
everybody
was
like a
remembers like
TV
every
watcher
bits
from
and
when-
piece
yeah.
of movies, and I can't do that. My
Oh,
brain just can't
Well,
handle
you'll-
that stuff.
You'll have to open up
So-
some more space in your brain for this
Yeah,
stuff.
there's no space left.
But he is
There's
Frank
no
Cross.
space. I'm like the reason why Dave Matthews wrote The Space Between.
Oh,
Because there
yeah?
isn't any.
Oh my god.
All right, so I had to compile my list of my favorite TV shows.
Mhm.
Okay.
This was a problem because I was up till like 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning doing it.
Oh God.
This is
And
that's
I
a lot.
started when the
is.
Celtics started playing.
This seems
their
to be like
game.
too much. Did you need to be doing all that?
Because once I'm in it, I'm in it, and
Okay.
it goes until I figure it out. And let me tell you, I looked at the entire history of TV.
Oh my god. Then how are
Every
you?
single
there's too
show
much.
that
You
How
should
ever
still be
was
up.
made.
That's
You
crazy.
should still be writing.
Right.
Yeah, well, I went through and I found 217 TV shows that I actually liked.
Did you pull up old TV guides? You can tell us.
No, I
Oh,
don't have
wow.
all the
Oh,
TV
okay.
guides. No,
Okay,
it's
just
called
checking.
Wikipedia.
I know. I was making a joke because that's how you would have had to find it before.
So there was 217 that I liked at least a little bit, right?
Okay.
Okay.
I narrowed that down to 60 that I
Okay.
really liked. So there's 60 TV shows that I've watched that I really like, and Sopranos is not on the list because I just started watching it yesterday.
But it will be when you're done.
Fair enough.
I bet
fair
you you're
enough.
already into it. Are you?
Six eps deep, and
Are you in?
I'm in it.
Yes.
I'm in it.
Ah, love it.
So
It
I
gets
watched
better, too.
6 episodes yesterday.
Okay. Yeah. See, that's that. So when I tell you when it comes on, and I've already seen it, you cannot stop watching it.
Yeah.
You just
I had a problem shutting
you
it
have
off.
to pry
I had a
yourself
problem.
away. Like you have to actually have somebody hit you in the head and take your
Yeah.
remote because it's awful. Anyway.
The only reason why I stopped is because I needed to watch the Celtics game,
Okay.
which
Okay.
I shut
That's
off
fair.
halfway through because they stink.
Well, what are you gonna do?
All right, so
Sports teams.
I got it down to 60, and
Okay.
that was pretty good. There's a lot of great shows on this list, and you may or may not agree with them.
Are you
are
gonna
a
read
lot
all
of shows that I
60?
haven't
Oh,
seen.
we're gonna disagree with you vehemently because that's what we like to do.
Yes.
So I did it all in alphabetical order too.
Ooh,
and that's
I
the
love
great part.
Oh
That
no
appeals to my
Hold
inner
on.
nerd.
That's a cop out. No, it says Ron's top 5, not alphabetical order.
No. I had my top 5.
Oh, okay.
He's gonna
But
give
I
us
wrote
a
them
lead up.
down in
leading
alphabetical
up.
order.
Okay.
Okay.
So there's The Ark, which is relatively new, and I like the show. It's a nice little sci-fi. Not gonna make the list, right?
Okay.
Not gonna make the list. The A-Team.
No.
I love
No,
the show.
wouldn't
Right?
make the list.
An Amazing Race. Not bad. It's okay.
I love that.
It's entertaining.
Yeah,
It's
reality.
It is.
probably not really reality
Hmm.
because I'm sure they edit it
Well,
to
yeah,
and
true.
tell people what
Absolutely.
they pick their winner. Barney Miller.
Ooh,
used to
Barney
love that
Miller.
Oh.
You know, I forgot about him. Forgot about that.
Barney Miller.
Doom,
How
doo-doo-doo,
Yeah,
doo-doo-doo,
and it went through my head the minute he said it. Funny.
It's a great show.
Hal
Hal Miller?
Hal Linden.
Hal Linden.
Linden. There you go. This
Yeah.
is it. Hey, I
Great.
got a question.
Great.
Is this why are we all single because we're so good at this?
Yes.
That could be a
Is
reason.
there any
That might be.
correlation here?
It has crossed my mind.
Okay, I'm just wondering.
A little too much. Yeah.
Yeah.
A little too much
So,
TV.
so then there's Better Call Saul. Great show. Couldn't
Okay.
make my list, but it's a great
No.
show.
That goes. Yeah. Yep.
Breaking Bad. Oh wait, nope. I wasn't supposed to say that one. That one's circled. So Cheers didn't make my list. I don't have one comedy on my list.
Okay.
Oh wow.
I think that's
Not one.
Then the list is wrong. That's it.
I mean, listen.
It just happened that way. I
If you
looked
have
and
to
I was like,
narrow
oh,
it
wait a minute, I don't
down-
have any comedies.
If you have to get down to 5, then I can
I
understand
like
some stuff's gotta
Chicago
go.
Fire. I really like. I've watched all the seasons of that.
Okay.
I don't
Okay.
watch the other Chicago shows. I
Okay.
don't watch them. The only time I watch them is when you have to, when they do those crossovers.
I did.
Oh,
And you
yeah.
have to
Listen,
watch an episode.
I did
Chicago
ER
Night.
and Hill Street Blues and St. Elsewhere, and that was it for me. I'm done with all that
Yeah.
stuff.
So
that kind of thing.
Colony,
Mhm.
Colony, Columbo, CSI, Criminal Minds,
SVU.
Different Strokes, of course, is on that
Oh.
list, but it's not. They're not on
Okay.
the list.
Okay.
Everybody loves Raymond, Fresh Prince, Greatest American Hero. Love it,
Yep.
love it, but not that much.
Mhm. Okay.
Friends, House was close.
Okay.
Ooh.
They were. He was close. I mean, I
Okay.
love that show. That's a great show.
Hugh Laura.
Yeah. Jericho. Probably nobody has seen that show.
Nope.
I
But
know
I
about
did,
it.
and
I
I
have never
really
seen
liked
it, but
it.
yeah, I don't know.
I know
I
of
know.
it.
Yeah,
That's
I've
it.
heard of
Yeah,
it.
and Jeremiah, Luke Perry show with Malcolm Jamal Warner. That was an incredible show. I loved it, loved it, loved it.
Didn't even
But
know it
it-
existed.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a post-apocalyptic. Both of those actually are. And Jeremiah was awesome. It was so good. Like Home Improvement,
Ooh.
Impractical Jokers, which I absolutely love
Oh.
that show, but
Yeah.
didn't
Yeah.
make my list.
Okay.
Okay.
Fair.
$6 Million Man, I was obsessed with.
Yeah.
I used to like wish I was Steve Austin, right?
Of
Not the
course.
wrestler, but
Lee
the actor.
Majors, baby.
Yeah, and of course that ties in with Lindsay Wagner and the
The
Bionic Woman.
Bionic Woman. Yes.
I used to love those shows.
They did a lot of cross
Yeah.
Oh yes,
appearances too. Remember?
Then they'd have a bionic dog, and it was
Yeah.
just a little much.
I forgot about
I mean, even Quantum Leap, which I
Mhm.
love the
Oh,
show, didn't
love
make
it.
my list.
that. Okay.
Didn't make it.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
Star
Believe you.
Trek, of course. I love the original Star Trek, and it didn't make my list. Sorry, Captain Kirk. Sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And another show that I currently watch is Stranger Things. Waiting, which the
Okay.
new episode should be coming out very soon. A couple of
Yes.
days, I think.
Mhm.
Never seen it, but
Um,
yes.
Didn't make my
Ooh.
list though.
Okay.
And Sweet Tooth. I don't know if you've ever seen Sweet Tooth
Wait,
No.
Sweet Tooth or
With
oh,
the
that's
kids
the
that are, like,
character.
with
No, that's the character in.
It's the TV show, and it's about
Damn it!
it's
I
they're
love that.
they're like crossbreeds of animals.
Oh, you're talking a
It's
different show than
really
I
good.
was thinking.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a really good show. It's
Never heard.
kind of nice,
Oh no, I have heard of Sweet Tooth. Yes, I have. I have heard
great
of it.
show.
Yes.
Another one, of course, was 2.5 Men, which is an absolute hilarious show.
It's a good show.
And I thought them, Seinfeld, would have made the list. It did not make the list.
Nope.
Okay.
Okay.
I also liked Z Nation.
Hmm.
It was a Sci-Fi Channel zombie show. Their zombies were faster.
I like fast zombies. I do.
Yeah, it's really
different.
like slow zombies. I don't think there's a problem. Like, just run.
Run away.
They're not going to catch you. Also Untamed, which is a brand new show. I hope it comes back for a second season because it was fantastic.
Okay.
It was about a ranger in Yosemite and solving a murder. It was a really good show.
I'm starting to
Um,
understand why Ron never leaves the house, or we don't ever see him out anywhere. I'm starting to pick up on why.
It's a lot of sci-fi on here, Ron.
No, I
I
mean,
just
just
do
he's
it.
watching so
But
much
I do
TV.
when I do like my work on shows and stuff like that. I do it while I'm watching TV.
Okay.
Kill
Okay.
two birds with one stone.
Why are we killing so many
Um,
birds? I don't know.
Yeah, so unfortunately, they canceled On Call, which was probably going to be the best cop show ever. But after
Okay.
one season, they decided, nope, no more.
I don't even
So,
know what that is. Yeah.
yeah,
Never
it was
mind.
great. It still holds up for one season, though. You can watch it, you know. And Whose Line Is It Anyway? Another funny show that
Oh,
I love
I still
and
like watching that. Yeah.
didn't make it. So those are the ones that I figured I'd put out there. I mean, there's tons of them. Like Welcome
Okay.
Back, Carter. I grew up on that. I used to have a beach towel of Horseshack.
Oh my goodness, that's great.
I used to have the beach towel. I
Oh, you know
loved
how
that
much
towel. It was
money
like,
would that be worth if you
Oh
had
my
it
God!
now,
oh my
Yeah.
god.
right? Like, and it was like,
Sadly, I
yeah.
left it at the beach one day.
Ah.
What? Oh, anybody out there
I was
ever
so
get a
upset.
Horseshack towel from the beach? Tell us about
And
it. We want to know.
Yeah.
I remember I was like adamant, Mom, you gotta go back. I gotta go get my towel. Because I used to carry it around with me like Linus.
Wow. Man, it's a
So
bummer.
that's that. So honorable mentions. Here's the tricky part. Here's the tricky part. I had my
Tell.
first four. My top four was easy.
Okay. Really? Wow.
My
I
top
know.
four was easy. It was getting that fifth one that I still to this point don't know if that one is number 5 or not.
Okay.
So it's like I have 5 and then 9 shows that could be that fifth one.
Oh my
I
goodness.
couldn't decide. It was
This is
Okay.
the
so
worst
hard
Miss.
for me.
I
This
bet
is the
you were
worst
just.
Miss
You sure
America
you just
pageant
weren't
ever.
like sleep deprived? You sure you just weren't up late and like didn't have any sleep, and that's what happened?
It could
I'm
be.
with you on that. Yeah.
You know,
It
like
could be.
he started to go, "Who am I? What day is it?" Like that kind of stuff started
Yeah,
happening.
without booze
This
either,
this
too,
was a
so
TV
I
show
didn't
I
have any
saw.
booze in me.
I already know. After listening to Ron for as long as I have now. Hi guys, thank you for watching. I already know one of those pictures on there is definitely on that list.
Yeah.
I was just going crazy with the pictures. I was like, "Oh, I gotta put this. Oh, I gotta put this." All right. So honorable mentions 24. Kiefer
Good show.
Sutherland. I loved
Good
the
show.
show. I thought it was just a genius move to do it for every
Yeah.
hour of a day. I thought
Right.
that was really cool.
That's on my list.
I don't think logistically it was possible.
Right. Although, Kiefer Sutherland, one time
If
there
you're
was an
in
interview.
LA, you're not getting anywhere in
Right.
an hour.
An
I just
hour.
thought it was really cool how they set up coordinates in that show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where they
Yes.
had to do certain things to find so people could in their head visualize like where they were
Absolutely.
looking, and
It
that's
was
kind of
really
cool.
a genius show.
Yeah.
And Kiefer Sutherland was fantastic in that.
Yep.
I mean, he screams in everything. You know,
He does,
has
but
that.
that's his thing.
That's
Yeah.
Kiefer.
It is. Mayor of Kingstown with Jeremy Renner.
I've
I
heard
really
good
like the
things.
show.
I want to watch
I
that.
love the
I haven't
show.
seen it.
It's dark.
I know.
like,
I like dark.
I don't know
so-
if there's a good character at all on the
and he's
entire
dark.
show.
Finding out about him
Yeah.
outside of that show is a whole nother story. But so, I do want to see it. I do love him.
Hey,
I
don't
loved him in the
ruin
town
Jeremy
though, and
Renner.
I wanted to. Right. I know.
Don't ruin it.
I'm not.
Don't ruin it.
Yeah. Okay.
Evil.
Sorry.
The show Evil.
I never saw it.
Yeah. Me
Oh my
neither.
god, it's so good. It's so good. And I like the horror kind of twists and just that whole mystic kind of thing, you
Mhm.
know, and it really plays with your mind kind of on the show, and it's pretty good. It's pretty good. And also Tulsa King. Where is he?
Yeah, he'll be back in a second, I guess.
Yeah,
I've heard
I
of that.
love Tulsa King with Sylvester Stallone. It's actually
Yeah.
pretty good.
I've heard of it.
And I like the fact that the other characters hold up the story. You know, I mean, obviously Sylvester Stallone's getting older. He can only do so much, right?
Right. I mean, but that's fair.
But the other characters are really, really good. And you know, I think as far as acting, you know, Stallone is okay.
Right.
He's okay, right?
Well, you know,
but all the other
he has
actors
the
are
right to
really
be,
playing up the roles.
yeah, he has the right to be just okay at this point. He's earned it.
Yeah,
you know,
I mean, it is what it is, right? I love the fact that he's still interested in creating, and
Right.
he's very creative. He's actually pretty good at it.
Right. No, I agree. I agree.
Then there is the Shield.
I knew you were going to bring the Shield up. I was waiting for that. Although it's not in the list.
Cop drama.
But yeah. I know.
Best cop drama. Dirty cops everywhere.
On my
right?
list, and so is The Wire, and a bunch of other stuff are on my list.
Yeah,
I know.
exactly, right? You can only watch so many things.
I know.
But I guess he's having a hard time.
I guess so.
The Shield is my favorite cop drama.
Okay.
Sort of.
It's pretty dark, isn't it?
It is.
I want to see it because of that.
Yeah. And also I love From.
I was going to ask if you were going to bring that up. That's something I've been considering starting.
If you like horror, really you gotta watch this.
Yeah, that's why.
It takes a page out of Lost. And
that's what they say.
Is from Lost.
Yep.
And
it's Michael, isn't it?
What?
It's Michael, isn't it?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
And they do such a good job of telling the story without giving you too much.
That's what I love about
sure
Lost.
When it does end, it's going to like all unravel.
That was my favorite part about Lost. Is that like I used to say if you had a pizza, they give you season 1, they give you one slice. They wouldn't show you the rest.
And I don't even know if they give you a slice. Maybe one piece of the topping.
Right, but it's like by the time you're into season 3, you're finding out about so much about the back end of it that you just didn't even see. But I love it. That's good.
I also love Reacher.
Okay.
You know, I just love it for the action. You know, the storyline is pretty decent. You know, and the action is fantastic.
Who's in that again?
I like him. He's pretty funny. I love it.
Who's in it again?
I can't even think of his name.
Okay.
Can't even think of his name.
I've heard of it and I've never seen it, but I've heard people love it.
He's better than Tom. He's better than Tom.
Okay.
Now, really, when I thought about this, these last 2 were battling for that spot.
Okay.
That number 5 spot. I think it came down to these 2. And one was Animal Kingdom.
Okay.
And it was about a crime family. And not Glenn Close. I can't think of her freaking name.
What was she
but
in?
the show is pretty dark as well. Everybody's a bad guy.
Okay. I love it. Sounds good.
So, but you'll know she's blonde. She's been in some movies back in the 80s.
Give me a movie. What?
I think she played in one that, oh God, where I think she was I think the character is a male, and then she becomes the character.
Barkin?
Yes.
I'm good. All you got to do is give me a hint.
That's pretty good.
Ellen Barkin.
Barkin, right? She was the head of the family, and what a fantastic show it is! Wow, I got to rewatch that actually. And then also, the other one that's a contender is Breaking Bad.
Okay.
And I know you haven't seen that, but
that
is absolutely incredible.
I started it. I did. I watched season episode 1, and I can't remember what happened, but I never continued. Something came up, and I couldn't. And I'm like, let me put this aside so I can really watch it.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Right.
So what won?
Looking at the time, we have 2 minutes, and then Becky's show is on.
Uh-oh. So
number 5 is Castle.
Okay.
See, now we don't have our funky graphics.
Oh man.
But I love Stanicatic, and I love her show Absentia too.
Okay.
Oh my god, what a great show that is too. But Castle, I love the show. I think it's just the dynamic between those two. Just
something about the male actor. I can't remember. What's his name?
Oh my god, I'm going blank now.
Yeah.
I
can see his face. Something about him that drives me. Anyway, yeah.
My number 4 is Survivor. I'm still a fan of Survivor after all these years.
Okay.
I only missed season 2 because of work, and I love the show. I love the show. It's still great to me because I love the competition part of that, and the idiots that keep making the same stupid mistakes.
Right.
Number 3, Stargate SG-1. I love my Stargate. Love it.
Sci-fi.
I watch it over and over and over and over.
Yep.
MacGyver. I loved MacGyver, and then when he was on this show, I was like, "Oh, I'm definitely watching it."
Oh wow!
And then I ended up loving the show.
Okay.
And of course, I like Amanda Tapping, so that's a big part of it.
I don't even think I know who that is. Like, I'm just not into the sci-fi. I'm completely lost with it.
Yeah. That's all good.
Sorry.
And I know number 2 might rub some people the wrong way. The Walking Dead.
I don't know. Maybe not. I've not seen it yet, but I know it's good.
The action. I think it's awesome. And I watch that over and over and over and over.
Are they still doing seasons of that?
From the beginning.
They're not. Are they done with that? Didn't they just?
They still have Daryl, and they still
right
have
now?
Dead City.
Okay, so they're shooting in Massachusetts. That's like one of the spinoffs then.
Yeah. Yeah. Dead City's being shot in Worcester.
Okay.
Worcester. But number 1, I love the show. I love the characters and even hate some of the characters, but that means you love them. Lost, number 1.
Yeah. So I
thought it was brilliant. And ever since that show came out, every network has been trying to duplicate that.
Right. I think the closest I ever saw, and one of the Lindelof maybe was involved, was The Leftovers.
Yeah.
And
that's what From is like. It is kind of like that.
Yeah.
And it just gives you so much. It just only it teases you. And at the end of the show, you're like, when it ends, it's like, oh.
But what did you think about the season 3 shift? Because remember they had the writer's strike. We were talking about this earlier.
Yeah.
And so there was a whole thing where we had to wait, I think, because right after season 3, there was like a long pause because the writers were off.
Right.
And then season 4 came back, and then all of a sudden it was quantum theory and string theory.
Yeah, because I think they felt like they had to speed up the show. I think there was supposed to be yet another season for it.
Okay.
And I think they just condensed into one season to try to tie up a whole bunch of things.
I mean, they had 6 seasons, right? 6.
Yes. But I think the 6th season was a little shorter.
Yeah.
And I thought that there was going to be another season, and it was not.
All I can say is the season 3 ended and you saw the forward flash, when I tell you, I almost took a day off of work over that. when I ever saw a forward flash of them, like after they got rescued, I was like,
yeah.
What is happening?
Crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's a good show.
We have to go.
Yeah, we do. Okay.
The show is about to start.
Bye, Ira. I don't know where you are, but bye.
But thank you for letting me do it. Be here tomorrow. I'll be back with something tomorrow. It's Giving Thanks Week.
It is.
So, thank everybody for being here. Jake, Slam Pig, your sister was here, and Angela.
My friend Brenda was in there too. Yeah, my friend Brenda too. Yep. Okay.
So, thank you for watching. Hopefully that you all keep watching. We'll see everybody again soon. Take care.
Tomorrow.
Everybody.
Bye.
Yes.